New technology offers additional proof of the authenticity of the Shroud of Turin. In an interview with RCF Leach, the numismatist Agostinos Ferrazza addressed the old question on the coins that cover the eyes of the man of the shroud. According to his conclusions, these pieces must have been coined in the days of Pontius Pilate, circa the year 29. This could constitute an additional proof of the authenticity of the Shroud of Turin. Back in 1976, the hypothesis of the presence of coins covering the eyes of the man of the shroud was first introduced, thanks to a 3D projection of the mysterious image. In it, scientists note the presence of small bulges on the ocular orbit bones which wouldn't match any possible morphological particularities. The hypothesis states these might have been leptons, small coins of low value that were common in Palestine in Roman times. These initial observations were pushed further. Using advanced technologies, researchers have tried to identify drawings and inscriptions on these alleged coins. On the disc covering the right eye, apparently a lituus, a curved augural staff used in Roman religion, can be observed. On the disc over the left eye, we find a sacrificial cup. Those who refute the authenticity of these findings are expected to also reject this theory quite vigorously, suggesting that those who want the shroud to be dated to the time of Christ are willing themselves to see the imprint coins where only simple interwoven textile fibers are to be found. But these refutations can be contrasted with further evidence. Besides the drawings, researchers have managed to read the letters YKAI in the coins. This is thought to be the visible part of the word Tiberioi Kaikapok, Greek for Tiberius Caesar, that is, Emperor Tiberius. This would be a strong indication that these coins are comparable with other currencies from the Roman era, and might indeed be pieces that were being used at the time of Jesus' Passion. In his interview with RCF Leach, Agostinos Ferrazza supports the theory of the authenticity of the pieces and dates them to the time of Pontius Pilate. This theory is based on the images produced by computer scientist Nello Bolosino, an associate professor at the Turin Faculty of Sciences, who succeeded in bringing out an image of the sacrificial cup on the right eye of the man of the shroud. According to Agostinos Ferrazza, there is no doubt, these pieces were indeed coined in 29 AD.
You know, when I was a kid and growing up early in life when I was with my friends, up probably till the time most definitely until the time I started sharing the truth in the social media. You know, when I was hanging out with my friends and everything, I would talk to them, you know, just like we all talk to each other. But when people would get together and I would always be really, really quiet. There's many times people would say, "Do you talk? We forgot you were there." Stuff like that. And I look back now, I never really talked. Everybody else just talked and talked and talked. And I was always shy and all that. But after I started sharing the truth, after all this started, I had some cool things to talk about. And every time I get together with my friends, family, work, I would talk about this stuff. The most bizarre thing was, when I had something to talk about, everybody I knew almost seemed to cut me off and not want me to talk about the stuff I was involved in, as far as showing Elvis, making the videos, doing all this stuff that I've now done. People, I had some very cool stories to tell. You know, I've been in contact with Elvis, I believe now for 2 years, or somewhere around that, a year to 2 years, on Facebook. You know, there's many reasons I believe that I've been in contact with Elvis going way back before that. You know, when I first started making videos, I got a message from someone on a regular basis that was going by the name Rocky on YouTube. And he had this YouTube channel called Elvis Down to Earth. And I would talk to this person. I finally figured out that I believed it was Elvis Presley. And on their YouTube channel, they always had something with Eye of the Tiger. And I figured out that after talking to this person off and on a little bit, I figured out I believed it was probably Elvis. And I said, I think I've got this figured out. You're really Elvis. And you keep doing this Eye of the Tiger thing. You know, Elvis's nickname in karate was the Tiger. Does that mean you, Eye of the Tiger, you're watching? Well, the person kind of didn't say yes or no, but they said some things that made me believe that they were trying to let me know I was right. Then I received a message from him saying that I would go through all kinds of tests as I did this work. They said I would have to have faith. They said there was never another site like mine, and a solid platform would be set up and all this stuff. And they said I would go through a series of tests. They said some of these tests would seem mystical. And it wasn't long after receiving this message from these people, this Rocky, and there was other people on this YouTube channel that I had talked to that was in charge of this channel. But it wasn't long after that everything I published on that first channel disappeared. And the rest has went on and has led till today. I also have some wild memories. I have some wild memories of things that actually took place in 2007 when I was hanging out with these people. So, but I have spent the last 7 years sharing the truth with you all, and tonight I would like to say thank you to everybody for being there. Many people watch my videos and they follow them for years now, and they tell me how they've helped. And for everybody who has ever let me know this and has sent me a message of encouragement, and just for everybody that has been there watching this stuff and sharing it, I really want to say thank you for being there. And it is kind of sad that I'm not going to do this like this anymore. But I have to turn this over to God. There is no other way. What comes after I believe without no doubt, something's getting ready to happen. I'm not for sure exactly what, people, but I believe that this is what God wants me to do. And then, whatever God has planned, it will happen. He's God. Everything happens because it's the way He chooses. You know, funny thing is, as I was making videos and posting on Facebook and all this now, over 7 years, I never connected with people like on telephone. I never did no video chatting, no live chatting, nothing like that. I just made my videos. I chatted in the comments. I chatted in the chat box a little bit. But I always felt like I was not supposed to really reach out with phone calls and all that. That wasn't what I was supposed to be doing. I was supposed to be getting this work done and help the fans understand and find ways to try to do that. And that's what I've done. And the whole time I've done this, I've only reached out on the telephone and talked to 3 people other than people who did radio shows. Okay, what I want to talk about is I have a good friend out there, and I ask all of you to check out her radio show, Shauna I. Fleming. She has her own show on Blog Radio. Now, I've made a couple of videos on Knights of the King's Realm talking about, and I just made one, about how I believe Elvis Presley is on Facebook. Now, Shauna, she has been in contact with the same person for a while now. And now she has a weekly show, and The Truth About Elvis on the Elvis Information Network. Now you can see a couple of her shows on Knights of the King's Realm. But I ask everybody, check out Shauna's show. It's very cool. She's really fun to listen to. I think you're all going to enjoy it. But I just want to throw that out there. This is something I recommend to everybody. Okay, I see a lot of people I've talked about, and I get upset, and then get to a point where I think I want to walk away at different times the last year or two, really. And I always come back because I knew there was more for me to do. It wasn't right. And this is different. I know that this is what it's all led up to. But I would always see that the fans would say, you can't leave Elvis. You've done so much to help him. We need you. If it was you that helped us see the truth, that Elvis is alive, or so a lot of people knew, but you know, people would say that my work and what I did helped them somehow. And they say you can't leave. I can tell you all can do what I did. Just go out and tell people Elvis is alive. Elvis knows we're there for him. Elvis knows we love him. And that we're going to be there and back him in just about anything that he may choose to do. Elvis Presley does not need me there in the social media so he can get by or so he can come back. He's got all of us. People, be there for this man. He was there for us. That's why we love him. You know, I'm here. I am not abandoning Elvis, but it is time to put the videos and all this work behind me and let God take care of business. Let him take it from here. You know, Elvis, I like to say this. You know, I hope to see that you will come back. I hope that this is going to happen this December like we're being told by this person on Facebook. I still believe it's you. You know, I only want the best for you, Elvis. I really do. I love you. But I'm not abandoning anybody, you or the fans. And I'm not like saying, okay, I got to do this in my life now. That's not it. I'm saying it's time to put all of this work in the hands of God. Just as what happened to me earlier in life when I was battling that demon for the woman who I love. God was with me the whole time as I was fighting this evil presence, this demon. But he allowed that fight to continue, and he allowed all those things in my life until I realized that I was only a man and I was powerless against something like that. There was absolutely nothing I could do. Today in our world, we see all this stuff going on. And we see something there keeping people from seeing the truth. And I've spent 7 years of my life trying to fight whatever it is that's hiding the truth from everybody. This darkness, keeping everybody blind. You know, I just kept trying to show the truth, show the truth, show the truth. And hopefully somebody will get it and it would all go viral and everybody know. But 7 years later, everything that I've done, that darkness is still there, keeping everybody blind. It has came a time to where I am turning it all over to God and let Him take care of it now. Whatever will happen now will happen. I believe it's going to be exciting. I believe it's going to be awesome. The reason I say that is God has done all these things for us. All these things. The return of Noah's Ark. They found it. That's a miracle. Another miracle, the same man that found it went on and found a whole bunch of other things from the Bible. And then the miracle was it was the same man. And then he finds the Ark of the Covenant, and it ultimately led to DNA test.